Andy Taylor here with Red Rock Roofing. I am here at 2943, 2945, and 2947 Broadway. I was unable to park my vehicle out front. Just the street's not going to allow it, so I parked in the back. I'm up on the roof, but I'm going to do my beginning of the inspection right here. So there are a bunch of different spots where this EPDM, flat roofing if you will, it's a rubberized membrane that's here. It all looks to be in really good shape. Even the stuff that goes up the wall that a lot of times should have like a termination here, all looks like it's sealed and doing really well. The shingles for the right part of this half they don't look terrible. There's no hail on here. There's no immediate damage. There's a few spots where there's a wind. There's a shingle missing maybe right here at this part, and then up here at the top there's a couple of spots where it's got a nail coming through, and then where this boot jack is, it looks like when they installed this newer boot jack, they just kind of ripped up the shingles there and didn't do anything about it. And around that area too, you can see there's some silicone in that spot. There's a couple of spots where the dimensional piece here has ripped off of the shingle. That's in no way affecting the function of it. And up at the ridge, there are a bunch of spots where right in the center of the shingle, you could see that there's cracking and whatnot. These are considered to be what's called high profile ridge caps. They just have a more robust look to them. The nail heads up here though, all are they're all exposed. So all of these would need to have silicone and whatnot. Underfoot though is pretty crispy. Just telling me that there's a lot of age up here and minimal ventilation on the roof. This is the only vent that I see on this side, and then on the back side you can see there's zero in this spot of it. So ventilation is key to keeping shingles fair throughout time. So this is another part of the EPDM. It's right here. It all looks like it goes up underneath the siding here and terminates very well. Even this outside here looks like it's all sealed really good. This is a flat part here where I was able to set my ladder up and barely get up onto here, but this all looks to be really good. Now what the home is missing, what the whole place is missing, is drip edge flashing. Drip edge goes over the fascia here, back under the shingle, and really encapsulates all the eaves. That's a code item now. So this is something that the homes are outside of code. Also on this side out here, you can see that all these nails that are holding these shingles down, obviously you need to have silicone, but at one time you can tell it likely there was wind or whatnot coming out and pulling on these. So definitely something to be addressed. Going back to the shingles, again, they are crispy underfoot. On this side is really the worst side of ice damming. This is your north facing this way. You got all kinds of moss and stuff that's growing on this side, because this part right here, ice damming happens really bad in the winter and it doesn't have a chance to melt in any way. So I'm going to go up to the top. All right, I am on top of 2943, and this is an all complete flat roofing EPDM again. The flashing has definitely got quite a bit of rust on it, but that doesn't affect the fact that it's shedding water out of the system. All these parts where the seams come together for both pieces of metal look to be sealed really well. There is what they call some bridging here, where obviously you can see the ripples that are in the stuff, not affecting the function of it. With the ponding that's here, usually about 48 hours plus, this stuff should dissipate, and it looks like all of your areas to water to go out are all clear. So for the most part, the flat roofing looks to be in pretty good shape. Even all of these seams have been sealed on top of. Nothing is open, exposed. I don't see any leak points that I could point out that would be a problem here in the near future. So again, the flat roofing on 2943 does look pretty good. I'd have to say that for sure. The skylight is older, but if it's not letting water in, you're not getting leaking, it's not having a problem right now. So now I'm on the back part here, probably 2947, I would assume, on the back side. The skylight over there looks to be pretty good. Skylight down there looks to be pretty good. The shingles, if they're the same age as those over there, they're likely going to be crispy underfoot, but this is a really steep roof, so it's not possible for me to get out there. The few things that I am seeing is it looks like the boot jack down there at the end has been sealed 3 or 4 times, and you can tell that that one is much, much older than that one up there or that one over there. So likely it's probably time to have that one changed if it's got all that silicone going around the outside of it. So the connecting piece here to both of these looks really good. The cricket out here doesn't look too bad, but again, the shingles underfoot over there were really crispy, and all of these nail heads are exposed. And this looks like something that's probably directing water to a little gutter that's right here. So that is a little rusted out as well. The boot jack looks like it's doing okay. And again, the skylight over there is not bad. But you know, all of these rakes and even eaves are missing this drip edge flashing that would help the home extremely. I mean, you could see the gapping inside of there. Drip edge would really complete that, where it wouldn't be all those open spots for water to get in and then migrate into the area inside. So other than that, there's not a lot to bring to your attention. The flat roofing all looks really good. The shingles could definitely be done. They look like they're probably 15 plus years old, and without drip edge needs that piece to it. Andy Taylor with Red Rock Roofing. I very much appreciate the opportunity to get out here and to bring you up to speed. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. One more piece before I go, and I'm gonna edit this all together. You can see on this side of the home of 2943, it's a very bad ice damming area. So you can see that all of the fascia and the siding down here has all been wicking water a ton. But I noticed up here that the water and ice that sits on this stuff is really eroding a lot of this stuff. So you got water going into these parts here, and then I could tell before I even got here that this was going to be extremely light. So it's definitely something that I know has been stepped on in the past. I didn't step on it, but I wanted to just detail real quick that this very ledge here is having some problems, and it probably holds water there, and all of this is letting water into the system. So thank you again, Andy Taylor, Red Rock.